Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit with your boy Sophisticated Jerk. And today, man, I got a couple topics that I wanted to review and break down with you guys today. So the first one, man, we got Geno Smith. He's out here, his baby's mom putting allegations on him, saying that he was beating her up and stuff like that. And there was a video clip that came out where he was recording or it was being recorded and stuff, and it was like awkward because she was kind of pursuing him, making these allegations. But man, this just goes to the story. I don't know what's wrong with these athletes. I mean, they just see a IG model, pretty chick. They don't vet shit out. They damn near pull anybody into their life. And this is what happens when you only base, your metrics for females on just beauty alone and stuff. It's like this shit just don't work out, man. These men just got to get some better standards because this stuff is just showing that it's backfiring how dudes are selecting women and stuff like that. And especially, man, when you start hitting certain levels, man, you put yourself in certain situations like him, NFL quarterback. It's like, man, you don't got time for drama because, he's kind of trash. I'm actually a Jets fan, and it's like, man, you're not like Tom Brady. So your whole focus should be on like keeping drama out of your life, trying to build yourself up to where you winning some chips, you getting those brand deals and stuff. But some people just allow all these distractions in their life, which ends up taking away from the performance. Because I mean, he got to the league, so he's definitely got talent on that thing. But he's been bounced around a couple of times, so it's like, dude, this is your time to shine. But you bringing these bum ass chicks in your life that causing all these distractions and problems and shit. Isn't it? And it's like, as men, we can't keep blaming all these females because if you not selecting for the right reasons, that's your fault at this point. But let me go ahead and pull up this video and stuff. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's getting sad at this point. It's like, all right, y'all got to be learning eventually, man, because we've been having these conversations for years. So that's why I'll be like, man, at this point, man, we can't even say we logical. We keep pulling these broke chicks into your life and stuff. And that's one of my things when I first came into this space, man, talking about this. I'm like, man, stop messing with. Because, like I said, a lot of guys like, oh, man, I mess with the girl. Money's not that important. That's why I was like, see, man, y'all pulling these like broke chicks into your life. And whenever they feel like you about to replace them or something, that's why they putting them allegations on you. Because they got that duress mindset where they looking like their whole world collapsing in. So, a lot of times, like, I think provider guys think like everything's always going to go their way. And I'm like, man, when a female needs you out of like necessity and she's there for the wrong reasons just because you got money, man, it's a formula for disaster. And like I said, I don't know how many of these like videos and stories that we got to like review before everybody starts waking up. And that's why I always tell guys, man, you got to make sure like, man, she has a little bit to lose and she's willing to invest in that relationship. If not, man, that's a situationship. You can't lie to yourself and be like, oh, if I pay and I leave out with the money, I start tricking, she's going to start falling in love. Shit don't work out. And it's funny because like we was having this conversation. I forgot whose panel I was on, but we was talking about, these whole dynamics. Cause like I said, I'm 50-50. And, it was mom was asking me like, man, do women be kind of like, making fun of you because of your stance? And I was like, yeah, some of them do, but it's typically the broke chicks. But I was like, man, I pretty much don't care, man, because, I know a female that's coming in there willing to invest. She's got a different mindset. So I never had to deal with like drama and shit like this. And here's a prime example of a guy that got like the ultimate providership. He's making them M's, taking care of everything. And, the first thing she does when things don't go her way is put allegations on them. So it just shows you like, just because you do all this stuff don't mean like, if like I said, things don't go their way, like they ain't gonna start doing this crazy stuff over the top, putting the allegations on you and stuff. Because like I said, they for some reason think like I pay for everything. She's gonna be submissive. I'm gonna have all the compliance. And like I said, it's showing everything that it ain't happened. Because I know y'all dudes ain't got no more money than Geno Smith. Because he's got a couple of big contracts and stuff. So like I said, let me go ahead and play this video so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Or real quick, I looked up his net worth. He got it between 28 and 30 million. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got like the ultimate soft life with the females be saying. So yeah, guys, like, come on, man. It's time to wake up. But all right, let me go ahead and play this. I rambled enough.
She just called the police.
Geno just beat my ass. That's why.
She coming here.
I came in there, I put 7 down and I left. You ran outside and attacked me.
See, and this is where people was pointing out, like, this don't really fit the narrative of somebody like doing that to you because you wouldn't really be pursuing them. Like, you get away, call them cops. But she's like kind of pursuing them, but she's screaming out like, you did this, this, this. So, yeah, this is sad, man. And definitely she sounds ghetto, man, because like I said, she's screaming at him at that point. Because, yeah, typically people that been in a situation or something like that, they're not going to be sitting there screaming at you and like pursuing you. They'll like escape and get away and create some distance and, you know, properly call the authorities and stuff like that. So for her to still be doing this, yeah, that'll show signs of like somebody that's really scared of too many of these situations.
Police, man. This is crazy.
You came outside and attacked me.
My family.
You, I don't give a about y'all.
Leave my neighborhood.
That's crazy. She just took off, started screaming and talk about help and stuff like way after the fact. And he's like, hey, please just leave the neighborhood. So yeah, this is, but see, this is why like, I like smart women that got their stuff together. Like I be telling guys where I like educated women that are professional. We know how to have like effective communication to de-escalate stuff. Like I can't deal with like these type of women and stuff like that. There's a lot of smart women, guys, man. Chase the smart ones that, like I said, have effective communication.
You broke my fucking computer. You. Move. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Get out of my car.
You bet you.
She putting hands all on him and stuff. So yeah, she looked like kind of the abuser in this situation because yeah, he looked like he a little nervous and stuff. But man, that was a nice ass house. Hold on, let me back it up a little bit. Nice house, man. Like I said, he definitely getting that bread but that's why I always like, if you're not good with women, you could get all the money you want. That don't mean you're going to get respect. Because does it look like she got an ounce of respect for him? Does she look submissive even though he's like in a $28 to $30 million range? And that's like I said, this where men got to start dropping that ego and start listening to some dudes that got some success, man. Because yeah, she just didn't at that point like do a 360 and change up and start coming at him. She exhibited them traits from the beginning. So a lot of times you'll hear people, man, when they like talking about like a bad experience, they're like, man, she just up and changed. Like, no, the fuck she didn't. A lot of times, like I said, a lot of men, they're fixated on the beauty. And then like these females will lay low for a little bit, especially if like a dude's rich like Geno Smith. They'll be a little compliant, but early on, man, you see them signs. But like I said, she'll have a fat ass. Some guys start ignoring that shit and start tolerating BS and stuff instead of like, you know what, I need to move on. She don't got the characteristics and the good qualities that I need for longevity in a relationship. So really, that's what be happening because yeah, somebody that's doing all this stuff and running down the block, screaming and shit and putting hands on you, they've been disrespectful their whole damn life. Because like I said, I ain't never been in no situation like this. So like, I couldn't even imagine my wife and me escalating to this point because she just don't even exhibit them characteristics. So that's what I'm saying. People are full of shit. They just choose bad. And this is why they end up in these situations, man, because they ain't got no requirements. They ain't got no principles, no characteristics that they looking for. So like I said, it's just really just beauty.
You. Move. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Get out of my car.
You bet you.
Get out of my car. Stop.
Get up.
So all right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna play the audio call because I think she called the cops too, and that's the flip side. Like somebody that's cool with destroying your name that was used to be with you, they never liked you from the jump. You know, like I said, she was just really there pretty much with Geno because of the money and stuff, and that's why like a lot of guys they get in these dynamics. They be thinking, like I said, because that ego starts getting to their head because you know they done hit them heights of like finances. They start thinking like everybody could be bought or everybody's in love with them because you know they be having entourages of yes men and shit. So they start thinking like everybody's gonna love them like that and shit. So they start creating that delusion. But yeah, if somebody's quick to make an allegation, throw you under the bus, they never liked you from the jump. Cause like if you typically you're with somebody that you like and y'all break up, that person's still not gonna be slandering your name if it's like amicable and you ain't step over no boundaries. They're gonna be like, nah, you know what? We just grew apart, you know, we were different, but they're not gonna tarnish your name if they truly like you like that. But when they willing to like sabotage everything and be calling allegations, yeah, that's when they hit that point, like, oh man, I'm losing my workhorse. That's what, because a lot of them view them guys like that. So when they, like I told you, they got that duress and scarcity mindset because, like I said, a lot of them are broke. Oh, they going to the ringer because they're like I said, they looking at, oh man, I'm about to lose my golden ticket right here. So I got to get some money out of this situation. What's the easiest route? Allegation. So yeah, guys, just like I said, they got to wisen up and get up out of these type of dynamics, these transactional relationships. But all right, let me go ahead and play this.
911, what's the address of the emergency? Okay, for verification purposes, can you please repeat the address? Okay. And what city is this in?
Baby, Florida.
Is it a house, apartment, or a business?
It's a house.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
My ex-boyfriend just beat me up.
How long ago did this happen?
This happened like maybe about an hour ago. I had called the police before and they came, but like his whole family was here, so I told the officer. There's video cameras all throughout the house, all outside in the front where he attacked me.
Okay, do you need paramedics there?
I don't need paramedics, no.
Okay. Is he still there?
Yeah, he's here. He probably deleted all the footage off the camera.
Okay, what is his name?
His name is Eugene, Eugene. Last name is Smith.
Okay, date of birth? What's his date of birth?
10/10/90.
Is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He's black.
What color shirt is he wearing?
A white shirt.
What color pants?
He has on black shorts.
Okay, were any weapons involved?
No.
Man, I ain't never called the cops before because, like I said, I guess I'm a square. I stay away from drama. They ask all these fucking questions. Because my thing is like, man, shit, if somebody is actually getting their ass whipped or something, like, shit, y'all just get over there and good Lord, you got on the phone. That's it. So, yeah, that's crazy. I ain't never, like I said, been on that end of it. But the crazy thing, why I did show the video before, because I just want people to know it. I don't tolerate people putting hands on nobody, especially men. It's just like, get out of this situation. Don't ever escalate to that level. So I don't agree with that. But because when I seen the video and I saw some other people breaking down like how she's pursuing them. But like on this audio, like if you listen to it, it's like, yeah, damn, you know, dude's crazy. But when you see the actual video and then now she's like, oh, he probably deleted everything. You know, they got IT people that could like pull the videos and stuff like that. So yeah, for her to either like go to that on a call when you been pursued, like your mind's already kind of thinking this stuff out, like making excuses for why, like that video might not be there. It's like, man, that's kind of sinister.
Okay, where is he at now?
He's inside.
Okay, what is the phone number you're calling me from?
The phone.
That exactly.
I'm here at the house. I'm parked outside in the front. I'm in a gray Porsche. Black.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, and what shirt are you wearing and what pants are you wearing?
I have on a dress, a white dress.
Okay, just separated from him. Okay, the first available unit is being dispatched.
Yeah, that's crazy that she just, even when you're making this type of call, like you're sitting in the driveway still just making this call. Like I would have, if I'm in a car, I'm getting the hell up out of there. You know, I'm not going to be sitting there making that call from the front of the house that this incident happened at. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff didn't make sense. But yeah, Geno, man, he got to get his shit together because like I said, I'm a Jets fan. I think they need to get him up off the team, man. We don't need all that, them distractions. Get another quarterback in there, shit. But I also seen this article, man. So like this is what I said. Like the smoke needs to like not no allegations, because like I think, man, people shouldn't be playing with the law because there's people that actually go through shit, and I think these type of situations end up taking from the people that actually need the assistance. If you know, he didn't overstep the boundaries. Now, if the facts come out, he put hands on her, then yeah, he need to be getting handled for that whole situation. But I mean, if people are just doing stuff because like things don't go their way, it's like, man, you should have played around with that because there's women that actually go through that shit. And then I think as a society, when we see so many cases, like it comes back like that wasn't really what happened. It kind of starts making people numb and stuff. So yeah, that's why. What's the danger of people just calling and making, like I said, false allegations on people? But yeah, even in this article, I was looking it up. So it seems like Geno Smith is messy, man, and he's trying to do too much, you know, having babies with females like that. And then it seemed like he's got like a side girlfriend. But this article, it said like Geno Smith is surrounded by loose lips. A woman claiming to be romantically involved with the NFL quarterback is sharing alleged screenshots of private tech exchanges she says involve one of his baby mamas. The reported messages began making the rounds online Monday with a woman named Kristen insisting she wasn't the only random person in Geno's life, suggesting their relationship was more serious than critics believed. So yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying, man. And this is where like men, it's like make a decision, man. If you want to mess with multiple women, that's your right. But you know, some of these guys, they want to like hold on to everything. My thing is just like be single. Then if you want to do that, man, and then now you ain't got to answer to nobody. But it's like they'll put babies on multiple women, be having them, living with them, having all relationships, but they still want to be players. Because like I said, man, a lot of people got that ego where it's like I could, you know, buy all these relationships, but like these females are just like coming in there like lacing them up because like a lot of them, they just want to be attached to a celebrity. So once they kind of like make that attachment to them, they're trying to do the tell all books like Selena Powell. They're like releasing everything to the media so they get some interviews and some money. Or they're trying to blackmail them. So yeah, it's like men got to stop falling for these playbooks. Because yeah, the first thing like this one right here did is releasing everything and throwing them under the bus. So it's just like, all right, y'all, man, like if you want to be a playboy, man, just make that decision. Don't have no kids till you get that shit out your system, and man, just you can do what you want to. But when you want to settle down, man, like settle down, or you know, you need to have them talks with everybody. Like, hey, I'm not monogamous and stuff. But yeah, it seemed like she throw him under the bus too. So yeah, this might have been what set the baby mom off, or some of the stuff how he's maneuvering and shit. Where she's just like, oh, like I said, she's starting to see maybe her relationship over with. So that's where she was like, oh, fuck it. Okay, he did this. I got to get paid too. So yeah, I couldn't be in no dynamics, man, where I'm just like, that's why I said I couldn't be a trick. Because I do not want to pay for nobody. If you ain't investing in that relationship, like you might as well go. Because I ain't one of them people that's going to be spending. You ain't getting no soft life with me. You got work, damn it. But all right, man, for the next topic, man, I'm going to go ahead and touch this one. So this one was disgusting. This teacher down in Douglas County got caught having sex with the students. So she had like an OnlyFans account, and the amount of like things that was coming out, some of the kids was like blackmailing her because they found out about her OnlyFans account. So they were like, hey, if you don't want us to release anything, you need to, give us some better grades, or, we're going to start letting people know. So let me go ahead, man. Let me pull up this video. Hold on. Let me play the other one first. Give me 1 second. So, yeah, this is a crazy story, man. You're starting to see a lot more like teachers and stuff doing this stuff. And I think, man, they need to up them jail sentences. There should be like mandatory, like they do with drugs, mandatory minimums. Like you get caught with a child or your students and you're in these positions of power and authority, it should be, man, like mandatory 30 years. You know what I'm saying? I think they'd be too lenient with these sentences or something, because, yeah, for them to keep doing this, man. Like I was just like Googling because I was like curious. I'm like, female teachers that's doing this, and man, all kind of videos, news videos popped up. So it's happening quite a bit. So there was like 2 that were like around the same time frame as this one. 2 other teachers. I'm gonna review those also. But yeah, I'm like, God damn, like they keep on doing a like slap on the hand and stuff. So yeah, nah, they need to up them sentences. Anybody that's out here preying on kids, yeah, life are, no lower than 30.
Breaking this morning, in the past hour, we learned a former high school teacher accused of having sex with students is back in jail. Maris Nichols turned herself in this morning after a grand jury indicted her on 27 charges. Channel 2's Darren Moore is live in Douglas County outside that jail where, Darren, the former teacher was processed and booked overnight.
And good morning, Laura. We do know that she did not walk through the front door of this jail, but deputies did drive her through an area that's off limits to the media. A Douglas County grand jury handed down a 27-count indictment against former high school biology teacher Maris Nichols. She's accused of sexual misconduct with multiple students.
At some point, you have to think in your mind, I'm really mucking up the waters. You know what I mean? Like, kids like to talk.
The indictment alleges Nichols had...
He's got a good point. That's the crazy part. Like, you know they're gonna, like, especially some guys, they're gonna start telling their friends and stuff. So yeah, you shouldn't be messing with no kids anyways, but to even like think like shit's gonna be secretive and stuff like that, like people are dumb, man.
Had sex with 6 Alexander High School students, and the encounters happened in a classroom closet and off campus in a student's truck. Some of the lewd acts involving a minor were recorded.
Nobody holds standards anymore. They have no morals, no respect for others, and just the things that kind of got way out of control.
We also learned Nichols' father works for the Douglas County Sheriff's Office.
That's definitely a conflict.
That's crazy. Because, typically, man, I think in people's minds, when you see somebody that steps over them boundaries when they're older and does this shit, people are like, oh, man, they come from a messed up family. But for her dad to be like a police officer, a sheriff, it's like, man, you would think like that person would be more in line, like not crossing over the laws and doing shit like this because of the family that they grew up in. So when I heard that the first time, I'm like, shit, she was a sheriff's daughter. Yeah, this is somebody that has some entitlement that feels like they can't get in trouble. Because, a lot of time if you have a family member in law enforcement, you might get off on some speeding tickets and stuff. So she probably just like, felt like she was untouchable out here.
The interest, if you ask me, it should be tried outside of this jurisdiction, or at least where he's not working.
And prosecutors said Nichols broke her curfew 38 times while she was on house arrest. A court hearing is set for 9:30 this morning. In Douglasville, Darren Moore, Channel 2 Action News this morning.
Yeah, that's a crazy ass story. Let me play the other one because, yeah, they started going a little deeper into details and stuff. So, yeah, I know that sheriff, I know he's got to be like, man, if I was him, I'll retire and move, man. That's got to be embarrassing. You got to just a fuck up child that stepped over them boundaries. But I'll come out and make a statement. I'll be like, hit them with the max years. If that was my kid, yeah, I got zero tolerance for anybody that messes with, like I said, preys on children. I don't give a damn you my family member or not. Like, that statement came out ASAP. Like,
4 students were blackmailing a teacher for better grades. over an OnlyFans account. That's according to warrants. The teacher is accused of having sex with students. Channel 2's Tom Regan live now at Alexander High School. It's in Douglas County. So, Tom, the warrants show the investigation into the former teacher is expanding now.
Yeah, George, according to these warrants, investigators are now seeking surveillance video from here at the high school, from a golf course, from students' cell phones, from Ring cameras, and from the former teacher's OnlyFans account. It appears the evidence against her is growing fast. 25-year-old Maris Nichols, who taught biology here at Alexander High, is charged with multiple counts of child molestation, improper sexual contact, grooming of a minor, and tampering with evidence. Authorities allege she had sex with a student twice, once in a school closet and a second time inside a Hummer off campus. Newly released warrants state multiple male students received inappropriate videos, photographs, and messages from Maris. The mentioned students also received and/or shared video of a student having sex with the teacher. One of the videos shows Maris from behind, and she is wearing a light yellow sweatshirt that has "Jesus loves you" in large letters on the back of the shirt. Another.
That's the thing, man. People be making a mockery of the church, man. But yeah, it's just crazy. Like, I don't know what be going through people's minds, man. Like, I don't even, man, if you got like two willing of age adults, you shouldn't be doing shit like on like The Office, you know, school grounds. But to do that type of stuff openly like that with a minor, like, yeah, you warped in the mind, man. Like, that's why I said them years got to be stacked up. We got to set some examples, man. Like, we way too lenient on this type of shit.
Warren states another victim came forward who has alleged he also had sex with Maris at the golf course in St. Andrews Golf Community, and claims there are messages between him and Maris that took place on the Snapchat app. Another allegation, throughout the investigation, it has been said repeatedly on social media apps that the victims in this case were blackmailing Maris by threatening to expose her OnlyFans account in return for a good grade in her class. Investigators also say they learned Maris's mother reached out to the high school principal seeking access to the teacher's school-issued laptop. Thus far, the former teacher faces 13 total sex charges involving 6 students. She has been released on bond. Live in Douglas County, Tom Regan, Channel 2 Action News.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. They need to start seeing what that mindset is. Because one of the ones, I'm going to definitely do a review on it, but I listened to like a little bit of it. And the female that got caught with a student, they was asking her like, you know, why you went down that path. And she was like, well, it was the attention and stuff that I was getting that she loved. So I guess, like, you know, when people come adults and stuff, they don't, you know, everybody's busy. So it's, you know, men can't like give that level of attention. You know, when you're out here, you're trying to like move up, you're ambitious. So they're looking at it like, man, these little kids could give me some attention, which is sick. But it's like, yeah, that's what some of them are kind of saying and stuff. When after they get caught, they start doing the interviews with them. So yeah, that's what one of them, like I said, I'm gonna do the review on it. But she was saying that like she got addicted to getting all that attention, you know, from the male students and shit. So yeah, these people got to tighten up. But yeah, we got to send some messages out here. But all right, y'all, man, that's it for today. Keep tuning in. Peace.